everybody. How are you? Hey! How many of you have never been here before for Underground Microphone? You've been here before? Yeah? Have not? Because I see a lot of new faces. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I'm super excited about our artists that we have coming up this evening. My name is Maria. We've been running Underground Mic. Well, it started off as a weekly event. Now it is a monthly event. So we're winding down the season, and we've had such a great season. One of the things about this room that I get super excited about is that we provide a listening room experience. So we do ask that we keep our conversations down to a whisper and maybe turn off our devices so that we could hear the artist. The other thing that I love about this room is that it's an organic kind of a space. So it's a really great space for artists to test out new material or even new artists that are up and coming. It's a great space. So we're happy to have you. Our next one is May 2nd. We've got a lovely artist coming down from upstate New York. So if you're inclined, please do stop by. This program is partially funded by a grant from the Overlook Estate Foundation. We're very appreciative of that grant, and we appreciate any support that you might like to give as well. So without further ado, I do want to let you know that there are some great events that are coming up on our calendar. There's a marketing table out in the lobby, so please make sure that you check them out. Any Elvis fans in the house? Elvis, we've got Sean Kluss coming up April 14th. We've got a great fundraising event that's happening up in the ballroom on April 17th. It's a fundraiser for the new curtain that closes on the stage in the ballroom. So desperately needed. Beatles fans in the house. We've got May 5th, we've got a Beatles tribute up on the 4th floor in Chaplin Hall, which is my favorite room. It's a smaller act that plays all of the stuff before they came to America, so it's like really specialized. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And then we've got the marketplace, the buy local is April 16th. That's when the whole building turns into a whole marketplace, so that's a lot of fun. So you could do all of your Easter shopping. Well, Easter will be over by then, right? Yeah. But a lot of great spring vendors, so that's always a lot of fun. So make sure that you catch these events that are coming up. Right now, I am going to pull up a very dear friend to our whole community, our Director of Arts and Culture from Lackawanna County, Miss Maureen McGuigan.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for being here. Paul thinks he's nervous. I'm nervous because Paul is one of my dearest friends. We've known each other 20 years. He's just a good person. We've had a lot of laughs together, but he's also an amazing artist. So pottery, visual art, but songwriting is especially, I think, one of his talents, and I think we're going to hear that tonight. What I love about Paul's songs is that they're stories, and they're stories often about northeastern PA, and they're funny and they're whimsical, but they're about the big things in life, you know, love, friendship, loss, but there's just something really magical about the way he writes and the way he performs. So I think we're in for a real treat tonight. I'm really proud of him. He's been recording and kind of taking that to the next level. So it's been really cool to be able to see his arc. So Paul, do you want to come up? Yeah.
Thanks, Maureen. You all know me, so don't believe any of that bullshit. Can I say you beat me up? All right. We were supposed to play with Brett Alexander, and he's sick. He has COVID. He's still around, so you're stuck with me for tonight, everything here. So, this first song, I don't really even need a microphone. This first song was written in 1927. And so, nobody around here was 1927. It was first recorded by Blind Lemon Jefferson. It's called Know Your Rider. It was recorded by everybody in the world, like James Taylor, Joan Baez, Grateful Dead, Hot Tuna. My favorite is by this group from Philadelphia. I think it's 1964, called The Astronauts. They recorded it Leon Russell actually arranged it for the astronauts. And this is my version. So if you know the words, that's another thing. If you know the words of any songs and I screw them up, they're my words right now. So, especially my own songs, I can be writing them as I'm going. I'm going to tune this up a little bit. Sorry about that. All right, here we go. I said, I know you're right, are gonna miss me when I'm gone. I said, I know you're right, are gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss your daddy from rolling on your lawn. Well, the sun's gonna shine on my back door someday. I said the sun's gonna shine on my back door someday. Well, the sun's gonna come and chase these blues away. Well, loving you, baby, is easier than rolling off a log. I said, loving you, baby, is easier than rolling off a log. Well, I'll be your man, but I sure won't be no dog. Yeah, I'll be your man, but I sure won't be no dog. Thank you. I didn't write that. It's kind of funny, like, song's almost 100 years old, and basically a lot of the music that's coming out today, everything comes from that format. I'm going to do another, this is a tuning, I don't know if you're, this is like tricky stuff here. This song I wrote, it's about fishing, but not really. Well, I saw an angel fishing by the sea. I walked up to her and said, will you catch me? She said, shh, I got a big fish on the line. Come back tomorrow if you got the time, and now you're free to swim these seas. Well, I never knew that angels were real. I never knew they could have sex appeal. Her eyes, they sparkle like crystals in the snow. I thought she caught me, but then she let me go, and now I'm free to swim these seas. Well, I know I made a mistake or two. A big mistake was the day that I left you. I heard you're out there on the Baltic Sea. I heard you're fishing for bigger fish than me, and now I'm free to swim these seas. Yes, I'm free to swim these seas. Yes, I'm free. I didn't write this song. Excuse me. But if you think I did, if you don't recognize it, then I did write it. This is a pretty dark song. A lot of my songs are dark. Can't help it. I don't have too many. I'm so happy I got shit songs. 24 years ago, I came into this life, the son of a woman and a man who lived in strife. He was tired of being poor, and he wasn't into selling door to door, and he worked like the devil to be more. A different kind of poverty now upsets my soul. Night after sleepless night, I walk this floor, wanna know, why am I so alone? Where is my woman? Can I bring her home? Have I driven her away? Is she gone? Well, morning comes the sun rising, I'm driven from my bed. I see that it is empty, there's this devil in my head as I embrace many colored beasts. I grow weary of the torment, can there be no peace? And I find myself just wishing that my life would simply cease. Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Hey, Rob. Hey, Christine. I'm glad to see a lot of people here. Actually, I know everybody here, so that's kind of nice. And go way, way back. This song I wrote, I'm in this tuning. I'm going to stay in this tuning for a while, then I'm just going to get out of it. This song I wrote a long time ago. I don't even know how long ago. And usually when I write a song, over years, you kind of change them around a little bit. And you go, well, I got to do this, got to do that. But this song, I haven't changed anything about it. And I was in, I'm going to be real pretentious. I was in the Museum of Modern Art, and I was looking at some prints, and I saw, and that's where this song came from. And another thing about this song, as I get older, a lot of people don't know who Norman Mailer is. It's like, if you don't know who Norman Mailer is, it just screws up that second verse. Marilyn, beautiful lady on the wall, 1,000 prints by Andy Warhol. Couldn't see the beauty in your eyes, the beauty in your eyes. Marilyn, a novel by Norman Mailer. See, that's where that comes from. A handbook for every sailor to take to sea. The beauty in your eyes, the beauty in your eyes. Hey Joe, don't you know she's not collecting your baseball card? She's finding life much too hard to see the beauty in her eyes, the beauty in her eyes. Marilyn, it's another late night movie. You're always there to soothe me with your eyes, those beautiful blue eyes, the beauty of your eyes. Marilyn, a beautiful lady on the wall, 1,000 prints by Andy Warhol couldn't see the beauty in your eyes, the beauty in your eyes. Thank you very much. That's kind of artsy, kind of poetic song for me. This is my set list. So, all right. I got to retune for half a second. Okay, this is a song about Northeast Pennsylvania. People who know me probably know some guilty parties in this song, but it's fictitious because it's like a dangerous song to write. Well, some people think I'm crazy, but I'm not that kind of guy. So what if my lady is wanted by the FBI? Well, she's really kind of special, and she's really not to blame that he was born with that mafioso name. Well, I'm not the toughest guy, but I never live in fear. No, not as long as I have that mafia lady here. Yeah, when we go out on the town, I think it's kind of neat that my baby's packing her own kind of heat. But I got to be careful, can't have a roving eye, 'cause the last one to do that, well, they never found that guy. This is the part Brett would play to hear. Yeah, driving through the night, I hope I live to see her giving me her love and setting my heart free. Well, I know she likes to steal my heart and my last meal, but I can't help it, I feel the way I feel. And I got to be careful, gotta treat her real nice, 'cause she got the kind of love that can put your heart on ice. Yeah, she'll put your heart on ice. Yeah, she'll put your heart on ice. We tune because we care. Okay, that's a true story. I don't know if anybody, some people who know me know who that is, but Yeah, when you're going out with somebody and they're carrying a gun in their waistband, you go, oh. Okay. All right. What's that? I dropped a quarter? That's all right. Oh, that's speaking of quarters. Tip the bartender a lot more than quarters, since you didn't pay to get in. And margaritas are big drink for tonight, right? You got a bunch of margaritas. Special. It's a special. The drunker you get, the better I sound. Now, like I said, everybody here, I know everybody here from Wilkes-Barre and around. And this is a song, you probably know these guys too, but this is kind of like a sad song. We grew up together and we were all playing, guitars together. And then we, after a long time, we got back together and played one night and we all went to dinner. And we said, we'll do this again next year, and it never happens. So the moral of the story is, whatever you want to do it now. Well, this is a song about two friends that I knew. Turtle Tommy and Chucky McNew. And we all grew up in Wilkes-Barre, down near the banks of the Susquehanna. I just love the way I made that rhyme. And playing our guitars with all our might, and figuring out harmonies late in the night. And no one had more fun than us. Ashes to ashes and dust to dust. Now we all grew up in a poor neighborhood, where the people were honest, the people were good, and saved up our money, bought cheap guitars, learned a few chords and thought we were stars. And drinking those beers in Kirby Park, laughing and singing late in the dark. And no one had more fun than us. Ashes to ashes and dust to dust. Now all these songs happened so long ago, and where time goes, well, I don't really know. And I couldn't see down around life's bend, and none of that mattered way back then. But I'd give anything to play one more song, but their lights went out and their music is gone. And no one had more fun than us. Ashes to ashes and dust to dust. And no one had more fun than us. Ashes to ashes and dust to dust. Now this is a song about two friends that I knew. Turtle Tommy and Chucky McNew. Thank you. We got all those Wilkes-Barre references in there. All right. I had to add a few more songs since Brett's not here. I had a half hour nailed perfect. So you're gonna hear some songs that are kind of like almost there. This one's kind of sophomoric. This is kind of like, most of my songs, when I was younger, a lot of my songs were like get even, like pointing the finger at them. They're your fault, not mine. And as I got older, same thing. So this is called Hard Line on Love, kind of like a rockin' thing. Who's that whispering in my ear? Someone get away from here. And who's that speaking with no voice? She don't give you now a second choice. She's taking a hard line. Hard line. Hard line. Hard line. Hard line on love. And who's that there with the cool, cool eyes? She got me wrapped up in between her lies. I bet you thought it was gonna say thighs. And who's that girl dancing in my head? She got me at night sitting up in bed. She's taking a hard line. Hard line. Hard line. Hard line. Hard line on love. Now don't go thinking that this love is real. Don't go thinking she will ever feel your love. 'Cause she's taking a hard line, hard line, hard line on love. Hard line, hard line, hard line on love. It's kind of abbreviated version. I think there's another verse in there somewhere, but you're not going to hear it. Okay. I like this song. And I don't think anybody else likes it, but I like it. There's some people here from work, and I went to lunch with them about a month, 5 months, I don't know how long ago. And I always thought that, I was pretty cool at work, and they just said, you didn't do shit. You take a nap, and then you go over next door and get a massage. And that's what this song is about, getting a massage. Not that kind of massage. I wish. Whenever I feel this world pulling me down, I call up your number to see if you're around. I call up your number to see if you are free. I call up your number to see if you can see. And looking up at you, well, I see the red and blue of your tattoo raining down on me. come from a different point of view. But none of that matters in those hours when I'm with you. The way that you touch me, well, it sets my heart on fire. The way that you touch me, well, it fills me with desire. And looking up at you, well, I see the red and blue of your tattoo raining down on me. Now you tell me you're leaving, gonna get out of this coal mining town. You're going out west where all the gold can be found. But wherever you go, you're gonna find out it's true. Wherever you go, you're gonna wind up with you. And looking up at you, well, I see the red and blue of your tattoo raining down on me. And looking up at you, well, I see the red and blue of your tattoo raining down on me. How are we doing on time here, Evan? Oh, we're good. Are you gonna? We're done with that? One more? Okay. Well, then we're gonna end with Scranton Girls. Which one? Yeah, we're gonna end with that one. That's a big life. That's a big hit. I don't even know the last verse of that anymore. I just practiced that today. I don't even know that song anymore. All right, let's see here. We got here. Burning Bridges. All right, wow, this is a really dark song. I didn't write that one. Okay. All right. John, a tough crowd. Oh, did I tell you we don't do requests? When I say we, it's just me. You kind of get what you get. It's like I get paid a lot of money to be in here. I like this song. I don't know if anybody else is going to like it, but I always say that, but because I kind of like everything I write. But this is, I do. When I go with Brett, I go, how about this one? This is a great song. He goes, no, he's not here. I played about 20 songs. It's like I get like 4 out of them. But anyway, he liked this one. And we all lived through this one. Flood water running down the riverside. Flood water coming up fast and high. Flood water's pouring down Franklin Street. Flood water's going over my muddy feet. You better run for your life. You better run for your wife. You better run for the hills. Now flood water washed away the Pier Street Bridge. Flood water's going to the highest ridge. Flood water set this town on fire. Flood water keeps on getting higher. Better run for your wife. You better run for your life. Better run for the hills. And flood water, you can't dam it in. That flood water's gonna always win. Flood water, go back where you came from. Flood water as far as the eye can see. Flood water, you're never gonna drown me. Flood water's finally going back down. Flood water couldn't break this old town. Keep drinking. Yeah, sure, we can chat. Marie wants to chat.
I want to chat for a second, just for a second. I won't hold it. I won't hold you.
That's all right, whatever you want to do. Yeah, that's better. Okay.
How about it? How about him? Woo! So Paul and I go way back too, from business days, like from the late 90s through the 2000s. I think like almost till 2008. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I never knew that you even did this. Then you've been writing since you're like young.
First song, do you remember Miss Sharp? Music teacher at Dotson, Miss Sharp? Sean? It was Sharp. No. It was Miss Sharp. No pun intended.
What grade were you in?
5th. And I wrote a Halloween song.
How's your memory doing these days?
How's my memory? My memory, epic is great.
You don't remember your verses to your songs.
No, but that's true. Well, you wouldn't know that, right? Nobody knows these words.
I don't know if it matters to us in this room, but we were supposed to be live streaming this evening, and we were having some problems with our Wi-Fi. So what we're doing is recording this, and we're gonna pull up the YouTube recording. That'll be posted. So we'll share it.
Right, I can do
all
another
over.
plug. I just saw somebody out there. Friday night, first Friday, another plug. I have to disclaim this because I'm actually in the show, but Helen Lavelle has opened up a new gallery. And I've been in the space. It's absolutely beautiful. She only does everything's done first class. That's how Helen rolls. But there's a bunch of, you know what? I feel like there's imposter syndrome here because I look at all the artists in there and going, how did I get in there? Because there's like 7 or 8 really great artists there. It's this Friday, first Friday, right? And it starts what, 5:30? 5 to 8. So yeah, and it's across from Abe's Deli, so everybody should know that. If I said the Medical Arts Building, they wouldn't know that. That was my commercial. I'm sorry.
Plug away. So are you playing, or do you have your pottery there?
I have pottery in there.
Yeah, so, I mean, I guess, well, you all know Paul very well, so you know he's a potter. He's an awesome potter. My favorite mug. I drink from my coffee every day. Yeah. So tell us about Nashville, real quick.
Okay, Nashville. It was after COVID. I was just tired, and I just saw this ad, and I said go to at Vanderbilt and go to Nashville, and I didn't really know that much about cowboy music, and but I could write it. I figured I wrote some country songs, but anyway, I went down there, and all these guys are big stars. I didn't know it. Like I'm talking. It's a great way to go because when you're stupid, you could be yourself, and you don't get intimidated, and you can say every line. Like I'm talking to these, like this one guy, Tony Brown. He's called Mr. Nashville. He played for Elvis. He produced everybody in Nashville. I just thought he was this little Italian guy with bad hair dye. And I was just talking to him, and like I said, like the Dixie Chicks, everybody. And I'm talking to him, and here's what we're talking about. He said, and he has his voice like he goes, I'm 75. I'm 75. I'm famous. I got a lot of money. I can't get a date. I said, every time I ask somebody out, they Google me and find out I'm 75. I'm going nowhere. And then somebody said to me, hey, you know who you're talking to? That's Tony Brown. I said, that's the guy that can't get a date. That was that. And then Rodney Crowell. Have you know Rodney Crowell? Everybody know him? Very famous, wrote Keith Urban, everybody. He has a new album out with what was the guy, Mike, from where?
Oh, wow.
Wilco, yeah. So he has an album out, and he was really good. And I didn't know who he was either. So I'm just talking to him like, yeah. And then somebody says, you know who you're talking to? I said, you know what? I don't know anybody here. So, but anyway, it was a writing class, and this class is very small, like 12 people, and you get to work with them. And so I'm going to tell a story. I was playing with Rodney Crowell. I played this song for him. I'll tell you the story later. There's no kids here, so there's a bad word in it. And I'm just full of bad words. But anyway, I played a song for him, and he goes, because when I went down there, I thought, well, am I a good songwriter or not? I don't know any idea. And there's like 300, and everybody in Nashville, believe me, is good. You know what happens is you go to Nashville, and you're lost in that crowd, and you're just like nobody. Then you come back here, and you go, hey, I played in Nashville. And then all of a sudden, you got a little bit of credit. So anyway, I played the song for Rodney Crowell, and he's a year older than me, and he goes, young man, that's a good song. That moved my heart.
Well, from what I understand, Nashville's becoming like a little Pennsylvania down there. There's a lot of artists from here. They're crushing it down there.
Yeah, it's very, the only thing I found out was like, it's the, what is it, the bridal?
Oh, yeah, destination.
Bridal,
what is bachelorette parties.
Bachelor parties.
Yeah.
In the world, that's where they make a lot of money. Why, I don't know. But I was concentrated on music, so I was just playing music from 7, and then at night I played. And I'm going to tell you about Scranton Girls. You talk about Scranton Girls. I was working on a song for a week. I finally got it, and I liked it. And then they said, and don't ask me why. I opened for there's 300 people out in the audience. There was an auditorium. So I opened. I was the first one to play. I sucked. It was like, oh, God, man, I'm bad. I'm going home. I don't even want to play anymore. But I said, no, I'll stick with it. And then at the end, they said, well, we want you to close out. And I said, I'm not going to sing this song, the song I'm going to sing later. I'm going to sing Scranton Girls. And I figured that's not going to ring a bell, but I got a standing ovation for Scranton Girls.
That is so cool. Well, we're going to turn the mic back over to Paul for the rest of the night. Once again, thank you so much for being down here. This is our once a month underground microphone. We pride ourselves on providing that listening room experience. So just a reminder, we're going to keep our conversations down to a whisper, and Paul's going to take us to the end. All right.
All right. Thank you, Maria. I hope everyone's having a good time. I'm having a good time. I'm pretty loose up here tonight, which is good. I haven't made too many mistakes. If you're a good musician, maybe you could pick them up. I just go right over them, like you may just say, I don't even know. I'm gonna play. I don't know. This is a trickier song for me. It's called "Even Though I Love You So," and got a lot more. To be a country song singer, they say you need 3 chords in the truth, and you can write a good song. But that's not really true either, because you can have 4 chords and a lie, and that would be a good song too. But this song has a lot more chords that I'm used to playing. Now you're the most beautiful woman that I've seen in a long, long while. And everybody comes running when you flash that pearly smile. And even though that I like your touch, lately it's a bit too much. So even though that I love you so, baby, I gotta go. Now it appears to you that you could have every man you see, but when it comes to good loving, well, there's one you can't have, that's me. And even though that I like your touch, lately it's a bit too much. So even though that I love you so, baby, I gotta go. Right from the start, you stole my heart. And this is again where Brett plays the lead. Just make up whatever you want. Now the sun's gonna shine and the river it's gonna flow. And even though it's gonna hurt, well, baby, I gotta go. And even though that I like your touch, lately it's a bit too much. So even though that I love you so, baby, yeah, I'm out of here. I'm going, yeah, so long. Okay. All right, I'm going to do this one. And then I'm going to do Scranton Girls. Any requests? Nobody knows my catalog anyway. Rob knows my catalog. Rob, you know Rob Lettieri? This guy, I can never do what he did. He opened up his house. You still do that, Rob? He opens up his house to anybody to come in and listen to music and play music, and that's where I first started start playing again. You know, I had a job, and then I got away from it, and then he had these open mics at his house. They were kind of crazy, so I started playing there, and I got back into music, started writing again, and then I went to Nashville and met some big stars, and they don't know me. You know, it's kind of funny. Like, I remember their names, but you say, you know Paul DeLuca, to go, like Tony Brown, Mr. Nashville. He said, that's a great song, man. That could be a record. And then I was thinking, well, what should I do? And that's the last I heard from him. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there. I'm throwing a pebble in the ocean, just like art and commerce. I don't know. I was telling somebody like Peter Frampton, he had with the new there's not an album, it's not a CD, but music's coming out from Paul DeLuca. It'll be on all the streaming services when I'm done with it. But Brett told me this story. I got a couple of great Brett stories, but he told me the story that Peter Frampton had like 4 million streams of one of his songs, and he made $1,800. Yeah, I know. So I make like 50 people listen to it. I make like $30. So I'm going to tell you this story. This story has a curse in it. So. And if you're the person who this song is about, they might be here. You're guilty. So anyway, I was playing this song for Rodney Crowell, and he wrote like all these things. Willie Nelson, anybody. He's like bazillion songs. So he's like right here to me. We're sitting down. I said, I wrote the song, and I played it for him. Then we're all done. That's when he said, oh, that moved my heart. That's a great song. And I said, you know, I played the song for this woman that I wrote it about. And she said to me, and you'll know what the song is, but I'm going to give you the punchline before the song. She goes, well, you never liked to dance. And I looked at Rodney Crowell, and he said, fuck her. And that made my trip to Nashville all the worth it. And that's this song. It's actually a nice song. Wish that you and I could go back again to those times that you remember when we would dance. Oh, we could dance all night long. Wish that you and I didn't fight so much. I wish that I could always feel the touch of your hair as it falls on my face when we danced. And I can feel winter coming in that chilly morning breeze. And I could see you standing in those shadows by the trees. But I'm not gonna complain about how my circumstance, 'cause all I really wanna do is turn around and dance. And I wish that I could always hold you tight, like I did in the Dalton moonlight when we danced. Oh, we could dance all night long. Yeah, we danced. We used to dance all night long. Scranton girls. First of all, I wrote in 90, so if you're upset by the word girls, I can't do anything about it, because nothing else works within this song. It's kind of, but, and again, I haven't played this song in months, so, and I wrote the last verse where I had like 2 verses of it. And then I wrote the last verse, but I don't remember it. So the Scranton girls. Well, every time I turn on my TV, there's someone there making fun of you and me. They say these skies are painted black, that anthracite has broken our back. They say the girls spray their hair up high, eat pierogies and pizza pie. But I've been to New York, been out to LA, and all the pretty girls, they're right here in Scranton, PA. The Scranton girls, I think you're pretty, out there in that electric city. Scranton girls, I think you're so fine, ruby lips that taste like sweet wine. Scranton girls, well, I love you. From south side to up on the hill, the Scranton girls got looks that kill. You can see them out there standing tall in stonewashed jeans at the Steamtown Mall. Pretty eyes in the northern lights on the ridge on Tuesday night. So if you're looking for a love that's real, Scranton girls, they are the real deal. Scranton girls, I think you're pretty, out there in that electric city. Scranton girls, I think you're so fine, ruby lips that taste like sweet wine. Scranton girls, well, I love you. One more time. Scranton girls, I think you're pretty, dance with me in this electric city. Scranton girls, I think you're so fine, ruby lips that taste like sweet wine. Scranton girls, well, I love you. Thank you very much for coming out. This is the greatest thing to have a party like this. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to clean up. You invite all your friends and leave. It's great. But thank you very much. You're very polite. Yeah, very. Craig, can I unplug? You want one more? Wow. this song either. He would have been 80. I just like the song a lot. Now isn't it a pity? Now isn't it a shame? How we take each other's love and cause each other pain, forgetting to give back. Now isn't it a pity? Now some things take so long. Now how do I explain why not too many people can see we're all the same? And because of all their tears, their eyes can hardly see the beauty that surrounds us. Now isn't that a pity? Now some things take so long, and how do I explain why not too many people can see we're all the same? And because of all their tears, their eyes can hardly see the beauty that surrounds us. Now isn't that a pity? I said I didn't write that. I don't know. I'm kind of
Claire Spady thinks he wrote Blackbird.
Blackbird. No,
And I'm just kidding. He plays around. He jokes.
yeah. What we doing? It is.
You are A-okay.
It's 8 o'clock.
Do whatever you want.
All right. Let's see. Any you guys want to hear another song? Sure. Yeah. Do I have another song? That's the big thing. Do I have another song? Wow. I haven't played this song in a while. I don't know if I remember it, but phew. I like the song, but I don't know if I remember it. All the snow has turned to water. Christmas days have come and gone. broken toys and faded colors, all that's left to linger on. Well, I hate graveyards and old pawn shops, for they always bring me tears. I can't forgive the way you robbed me of my childhood souvenirs. Memories, they can't be bought and they can't be won at carnivals for free. And it took me years to get these souvenirs, and I don't know how they slipped away from me. Broken hearts and dirty windows make life difficult to see. That's why last night and this morning it always looks the same to me. And I hate reading old love letters, for they always bring me tears. I can't forgive the way you robbed me of my childhood souvenirs. That was John Prine, if you didn't know that. Yeah. I think that's it.